decades, Harvey Weinstein was one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry, producing some of the most iconic films and launching the careers of countless stars. But behind the glitz and the glamour, there was a dark secret. In 2017, the world was rocked by allegations of sexual misconduct and abuse against Weinstein, leading to a global reckoning in the form of the MeToo movement. This scandal not only exposed Weinstein's predatory behavior, but also shined a light on the pervasive issue of the casting couch culture in Hollywood. In today's video, we'll explore the rise and fall of Harvey Weinstein, the impact of the Me Too movement, and the disturbing reality of the casting couch phenomenon. How prevalent is this culture in Hollywood? And does talent truly take a back seat to exploitation? Let's uncover the truth together. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lindsay Unfiltered. We are here, and we are on our A to Z scandal video. We are at H, and H is Harvey Weinstein. Yes, Harvey Weinstein. And I'm here in my pajamas because I felt like, why not relax while telling this quite harrowing story, right? So let's get into some background information about Harvey Weinstein, okay? We have to tell who he is before we get into what he did. Harvey Weinstein was born on March 19th, 1952. Harvey Weinstein's parents are Max Weinstein and Miriam Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein is an American film producer and co-founder of Miramax Films and the Weinstein Company. He and his brother, Bob Weinstein, founded Miramax in the late 1970s. And from that company, they produced a string of successful films, including Pulp Fiction, Shakespeare in Love, and Good Will Hunting. Now, the only one of those that I have ever heard of in my life is Pulp Fiction with Samuel L. Jackson and, is it Robert De Niro? Shit, I don't know. But it's one of them. And it's a good film. It's like 17 hours long. It's a good film. And he's the producer of that film, so he gets great credits, accolades for it. Harvey Weinstein is accomplished when it comes to the Academy Awards, with 81 Academy Awards for films that Miramax has played a role in. Now, when we talk about the casting couch phenomenon, we need to break that down and say, what is that? What is the casting couch phenomenon? Some people might look at this video and say, I have no idea what the casting couch phenomenon is. I'm going to break it down for you. The casting couch phenomenon refers to a situation in the entertainment industry where powerful individuals, it could be producers, directors, agents, they exploit their talent. They exploit their positions to demand sexual favors from aspiring actors or actresses in exchange for opportunities. So they know they have the power to cast. They know they have the power to hire. They know they have the power to make someone's dreams come true. So in order for this person's dreams to come true, all they have to do is a favor. A sexual favor. That's the casting couch culture. A lot of people who are truly talented are passed by because they're not willing to get on the casting couch. Yikes. And I believe it's still very prevalent today. You have a lot of people who are not going for letting you do whatever you want to them just because you can give them a job. This shit happens at McDonald's. It happens at McDonald's for an extra large fry to take home. So you know how it's gonna happen on the scale where you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars for a role, or get lots of exposure from a role. It's gonna be a bit different. The stakes are a little bit higher. You're gonna think about it a little bit longer, you know? Ugh, disgusting, right? So the scandal begins to unfold. Weinstein allegedly took advantage of casting couch culture for a very, very long time. First set of rape allegations came out by McGowan, and I believe that was in 1997. Some women have said to think it was normal nature with the producer after a while, and if they wanted work, they must play. So out of all of the women that started coming forward about Harvey Weinstein being very touchy, being very, hey, I got something for you if you got something for me, it was just normal. It was so normal to them that they were desensitized to the fact that they were being abused. They just knew this is what had to happen for me to get a job. This is what has to happen for things to align in my favor. So it was like normalcy. It was a sense of normalcy, and that's pretty sad. There were so many women that Harvey Weinstein advanced on and promised deals to. I'm sure some took him up on the offer. I'm sure multiple took him up on the offer. And the ones who didn't were met with shame and fear. You know, you're not gonna have this job. You're not gonna be able to provide for your family. You're not going to be alongside your colleagues at the Academy Awards this year. They're met with fear, they're met with shame, their backs against the wall. Women describe the relationship as being tangled in a web with Weinstein because he traps them. You know, they get in a room together, they're talking about their contract, they're talking about different things of that nature. And all of a sudden, Weinstein just advances on them. Imagine that. You're going into a business meeting to talk to someone about your project. You have a project that you want to talk about. And you go in all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right? To talk about your project. And you're like, sir, I'm going to build you the fastest vending machine that you've ever had. And you're going to make the most money you've ever had. And me and my brother have been building vending machines since we were 6, and you're just going on about your passion and your life's work. And all of a sudden you feel a hand up your leg. And part of you is like, what the hell? But the other part of you, I hate to be the one to say this, is like, this person is a millionaire, a billionaire. I don't feel comfortable saying anything because I know they have way more resources than I do. If I were to just run up out of this room and act like they were a monster, they can get out of it way easier than I could. So let him put his hand on my leg. Let him take advantage of me. Maybe I'll get some out of it in the end. Tangled in a web, right? Miramax was strong. Whispers came of Harvey's sexual assaults as early as the 90s. If he didn't go to jail till 2017, then how were whispers going around in the 90s? That's a lot of years with whispers. Anyhow, Weinstein's lawyers were on high alert, and they were able to get victims to sign these non-disclosures, kick some dirt over their heads, kick dirt over their heads keep shit quiet because he has really good lawyers. He has a lot of money. Like I said to you guys before, lawyers are able to buy a lot of stuff, including freedom. Money is able to buy a lot of stuff. So think about it like this. Harvey Weinstein had a full staff of people working for him at Miramax, producing films and, getting films out there. Harvey Weinstein also had a full staff of people to keep his name clean. He had a staff, a legal staff, to keep his name clean. So his name did stay clean for a relatively long time until McGowan spoke out.
I have been silenced for 20 years. I have been slut-shamed. I have been harassed. I've been maligned. And you know what? I'm just like you. Because what happened to me behind the scenes happens to all of us in this society, and that cannot stand, and it will not stand. I came to be a voice for all of us who've been told we are nothing, for all of us who've been looked down on, for all of us who've been grabbed by the mother. No more. Name it, shame it, call it out. Join me, join all of us as we amplify each other's voices and we do what is right for us and for our sisters and for this planet, Mother Earth. It's time to be whole. It's time to rise. It's time to be brave. In the face of unspeakable actions from one monster, we look away to another, the head monster of all right now. And they are the same.
And then the lawsuits came a-rolling. What did Tina Turner say? What did Tina say? Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And we rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling on. They were rolling in like hot cakes out of a McDonald's window on a Sunday morning. Do you hear me? More than 80 women came out and accused Harvey Weinstein of sexual assault. That's all we know of, right? 80, 100. I can multiply it. We should multiply it twice. So we're thinking 500, 1,000. How many are there for real? There are women that didn't come out because they took that deal. You can't take the deal and then be like, well, you took the deal. You took the deal. You took the deal, you got the job, you got your money, you're happy. You took the deal. You can't really say, when you took the deal that he was given, But a beautiful thing came from all of this harrowing abuse, this harrowing sexual assault, the R word, and a beautiful thing came from this, the MeToo movement. In 2017, which was 7 years ago, I was 21 years old. I wasn't a real avid Twitter user, but I did see MeToo, and I thought it was started by a random woman who was tired of keeping her sexual assault a secret. And then everybody else who had been sexually assaulted, women, came out and said, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too. But I feel like a beautiful thing came from all of Harvey's offenses because women were able to come together as one and basically say, yeah, we shouldn't have to hide in our offenses. We shouldn't have to burrow in our offenses. We should be okay with saying, yes, this happened to me too. We should be okay with that. Because I can only imagine how hard that must be, especially when it's someone you know, someone in your family knows. Who wants to say that out loud? So I feel like Kate McGowan gave those women a voice to be able to say, yes, And they were also able to say yes in solidarity. When you're doing something in solidarity, it feels so much better than doing it alone. So the Me Too movement was a great thing to come out of Harvey Weinstein's offenses. They didn't have to keep quiet anymore. They no longer had to keep quiet. So the hammer finally comes down. It's in the media. Women are coming out every day. And the Me Too movement is rallying lawmakers to do something about this. Harvey Weinstein was charged with multiple accounts of SA and rape. In February 2020, he was found guilty of third-degree rape and a criminal sexual act in the first degree in New York. In March 2020, he was sentenced to 23 years in prison. And back in October of 2022, he faced additional charges in Los Angeles, where he was found guilty of 3 counts of sexual assault in December 2022 and sentenced to an additional 16 years in prison. So this has brought his total prison sentence to 39 years in prison. It's safe to say he will be in prison for a very long time, if not the rest of his life. But the overarching issue is, we have seen this before. The casting couch doesn't start and begin with Harvey Weinstein, guys. We've seen other high-profile cases like this. R. Kelly, right? P. Diddy, right? Bill Cosby, right? And I can dig and find probably so many more. These are confirmed ones. I don't want to hypothesize on things, but there's so many more that haven't come out yet, you know? Jeffrey Epstein, even though they weren't actors and actresses, they still got trips and got to go on mission trips, and that's still casting couch. It's widespread. It's widespread. Christian Keys just came out recently and said that a billionaire offered him $100,000 to take all of his clothes off. I have no idea what that Christian Keys basically said he didn't have to do anything. The billionaire just wanted to see him nude for $100,000. Now, Christian Keys is an actor, producer, script writer, all of that. Casting couch goes on every day. Bias goes on every day. Abuse goes on every day. And it's not just sexual, it's mental, it's physical abuse in these Hollywood spaces. We've seen that. And I feel like Hollywood is like locked up. So once you get behind the curtain of Hollywood, you see different things that the people that are on the other side don't see. So the casting culture is bad. It's very bad, and it needs to be reformed. It needs to be reformed. And I feel like maybe you'll make better movies when you do. When you stop thinking about sex appeal and you stop thinking about the sexiest woman to play the role. Let's get the sexiest man to play the role, and let's treat him as a sex object. And then we'll hire him. How about let's get his raw, unadulterated talent and let's hire him? You have some superstars out here. From childbirth, you have some superstars out here. Don't pass them up because they might be not in your BMI range or outside of the body mass index range that you think they should be. They're superstars. They're geniuses. But they have to be passed or skipped by because they don't have the look. And the look, what is the look? The look is the look that you want to sleep with. Obviously. Women and actual talent go uncasted due to the unwillingness to sleep with their boss. Let that sink in. Let that shit sink in. Now I want to ask you, my friends, how prevalent do you think casting couch culture is? Do you think everybody in Hollywood deserves to be there? There's some wonderful actors and actresses in Hollywood that give me tears in the movie theater. But do you think all of them got there by reading a script? Do you think all of them are in drama class in middle school? All the way up? Some of them were. And there's proof of that. There's proof of that. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, they're not even in that anymore. It seems like all of the ones that were in it when they were young, they're not in it anymore. I wonder why. Drake Bell, Lindsay Lohan, she's trying to make a comeback, but Orlando Brown, Annalise Vanderpool, Jeanette McCurdy. Interesting, right? Interesting, right? So, and those are some talented people. So, do you guys think the casting couch culture is prevalent? If so, how much? How prevalent is the casting couch culture today? Do you think the casting couch culture is more prevalent than actual talent? Do you think people with actual talent are being passed over by the casting couch culture? So guys, during this video, we went over some basic history about Harvey Weinstein's life and how he founded Miramax with his brother Bob, some of his early allegations in the 90s, and how those led to the MeToo movement. We explained casting couch culture and how prevalent it was back when Harvey was CEO of Miramax. And we also discussed how much time he got for his crimes and sent to prison for 39 years. But we really want to bring it full circle and ask you how prevalent you believe casting couch culture is today. Is it still going on? And are the men and women with real talent being picked over because the producers, the agents, and the directors want to take sexual advantage over the people they decide to employ? That's the question for you. Please share your opinions in the comments and like, share, and subscribe. We're on the road to 200 subscribers, 200 amazing people, amazing people, amazing people. I want to thank you guys so much for engaging in this video with me. The next video coming up on the channel is going to be the eye video. And I want to thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, sharing. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys.